This is our carbon fiber intercooler for our $300 Nissan 300ZX. This is our carbon fiber intercooler for the 300ZX, and it looks absolutely insane. Now this piece is going to be one of the pieces you actually see from the engine side of this, from the outside of the car. So it's gonna fill this big duct in the front bumper. On top of that, it's completely customizable. So we actually have the spec card from when they put it together. So you can get your bands in a different color. We have ours in gold. You can get the core length, different size if you want a smaller one. Like this thing is freaking huge. If you want a smaller core, if you want the core a different color, that's an option. End tank finish, so we have the nice gloss on the carbon fiber here. It looks fantastic. And then of course the offset, so these can be changed in orientation, but this thing is proper. You guys know we are SR20 swapping our 300ZX, and heat management, especially from the boost side, is a huge part of getting this thing running and making power. So the intercooler's job, of course, is to take air from the turbo, which is nice and hot because it's just been compressed, run it into one side, and this heat exchanger is going to extract all of the heat out of the air charge and then put nice cold air into the engines. That's a thick intercooler car. If you guys have seen like factory intercoolers, especially on some of the 90s cars, they're really small and they're really skinny. So having this big is going to allow this thing to not only do its job very well, but keep a very high amount of airflow going through this. So I cannot wait to get this thing in the car. It's going to look sick. Also, carbon fiber is really, it doesn't like to absorb heat very much. So if you can isolate the tubes out here, it'll kind of prevent heat from creeping into the heat exchangers. I'm very excited to see how this thing works. I think it's going to do a fantastic job of keeping this SR20 cool. And it's going to look bitchin' on the front end, baby. That's actually pretty good, dude. That's actually pretty close. I really want it way further forward though.
Does it look weird rolled out like that?
No, when I had it envisioned in my mind though, it was like sitting flat against the bumper.
All right, Quinn's holding it kind of in a location where we want it. We want it as close to the bumper as possible without trimming the bumper if we don't have to. There are some materials that we identified up in here that are stopping us from bringing the top of it forward, which is what we want. We want to get it as upright as possible. We're gonna pull this down and pull the bumper off, remove some of this material here that's kind of in our way, and we should be able to kind of get that thing more upright.
We're gonna cut this brace off for the headlight bucket. We'll reinforce it later, and then we're gonna cut this bumper beam flange straight with the frame rail so we can have a nice clean path for the intercooler to come forward.
All right, so we've removed those brackets and clearanced the headlight buckets for our intercooler end tanks. This is all gonna get resprayed, this area of the engine bay. We knew we had more work to do here, but we need to get the car into paint, so this is one of those areas where we cut our losses. We go back and actually finish it when we're actually done with the fab work. So we've now got room to put the intercooler in. We're gonna put the bumper back on the car, and then we're gonna mock up where it's gonna sit, and then we'll figure out where we're gonna pick it up. We've got a couple really good options here. These are really strong tabs. The whole car's moving with nut certs already on the back. We've also got some big bumper beam bolt holes here that we could build a truss off of as well. So I think we're being in pretty good shape on how to hang this thing. We can also pick up off of this big solid beam we welded in down here to pick up the bottom of the intercooler as well. So we're in really good shape. We just gotta figure out how we wanna do it.
Initial mount setup looks awesome, dude. Really promising.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. Right now can't come any further forward because we're basically touching the bumper in these corners. What we can do is profile the bumper fiberglass a little bit to let that end tank piece kind of come forward and get the intercooler as close to the backside of the bumper as possible. But to be honest, this is actually kind of nice. We could seal this off with a little bit of foam tape. What's cool is we get a little peek of the carbon fiber on the sides, which is going to be a neat little touch. We've got great ground clearance with the bottom of the intercooler, which is always something you want to worry about. You don't want your intercooler being the first thing that hits going in the driveway. We've got the intercooler on our transmission jack, and so we can literally pull the bumper off and that will stay in place and we can start fabbing up some mounts.
Let's do it.
A little later.
Okay, so just folded these up out of cardboard real quick just to show you guys. This is kind of what we're after. The tab on the bottom is still long. I have to trim that back, but what we want to do is, actually, I need to make this shorter because we have to put an isolator in here, right? So this is an isolator that comes with this intercooler setup. So basically what we do is we drill a hole in this tab here. We take the collar out of this guy here. This is like an anti-crush collar, and just to make sure it seats nice and level or flat, I guess. Pull this out, maybe. And then you drill a hole the size of that inner circumference and you put this into this. So this will be in the center of this, and then you pop this back in. And at that point, you've got a nice isolated mounting point for the intercooler. So now I gotta just go back and change this up, shorten this up and move the tab in a little bit, but we'll be good. I think this is plenty strong to do what we need to do. Throw a dimple dye on it, make it look all bitchin', paint it black, and make it disappear. The problem is, so when you fold things in the brake, you do one, and then once you put this flat in to go this way, this hits
it hits them. Yeah.
So you got to be pretty strategic. Also, I got a little too excited and forgot to drill my holes first. So not a big deal. I can go back and just stick this in the vise and drill those out. But sometimes if you fold things to a tight tolerance, you have a hard time putting holes in it. So I use steel. I was going to use aluminum and dimple dye this, but this is buff. All right, both brackets are done. It's late here. Actually, Quinn and I stayed late tonight just to knock these out real quick. We can literally take this off now. Obviously, it's hanging under its own support off these, which is great. Now we just got to shore up the bottom and it's gonna look nice. I think we're gonna throw the bumper on and see how it looks now.
We should. Now that we've got the cooler mounted up, we're actually gonna work on the lower mount. So this plate bar steel is something Mickey added, and it's super buff. So I think we can actually tap it. So I think we might do 2 tap holes and then a piece of strap to pick up this lower point. This will be good because it can also allow us to continue building like in this section. Maybe like the oil coolers or power steering cooler. We have all this space to do it, which would be awesome. So I'm gonna get some strap and we'll start figuring this out so the cooler doesn't do this anymore. So we don't want that. Our steel strap with the isolators are done and installed. Let's get these bolted on the intercooler and start figuring out how we're gonna get these things drilled and tapped on the bar itself. So let's get them on. All right, so I think that's gonna be it right there. So I've got 2 silver Sharpie marks on it. So I think we're gonna drill holes there and then hold that up. So I can pull the intercooler kind of away from the bumper using this, which is exactly what we want. So right now it's kind of resting against the bumper, but if I pull it back just a wee bit, then it will come off the bumper and I won't have to worry about the FRP, the fiberglass wearing into the aluminum like that. So I've got our intercooler nice and level with the pole jack. Now we actually have to bend this to fit. If I hold this up against the bottom of the intercooler, you'll notice we have an air gap down there. And this wants to sit at an angle. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bend it so it comes out, up, and then runs perfectly level with this. And once that's done, then we will start making our holes in the lower radiator support for this. So let's keep going. We've got one of our mounts bent, and now we just need to mirror it with the other mount. Let's do it. First lower mount is on and bolted down. Of course, we're still gonna cut this little tail off and round these and make it all look nice. But dude, that is perfect. We have just a little bit of airspace between the cooler and the front bumper here. And the cooler is super stable now, which is nice. So we're gonna throw this one up, get it marked, get these drilled and tapped, and then we'll go back and finalize these arms. But it looks sick and I'm stoked with it. Our lower intercooler mounts are finished. They look insane and they're ready for paint, but we're gonna paint the top ones, so I gotta get those off. So we're gonna take the bumper back off and get the intercooler off, and Ricky's gonna help. Before we paint the upper mounts, we're actually going to throw a dimple die on there. So this is gonna add some strength to the metal and make it not kinda like flimsy like it is, right?
Right, that looks cool.
So Mickey's got our hole mark, so I'm gonna center punch it, drill it, and then we will dimple die it in the press. Yeah, adds a little bit of flavor too, I think. Even, I mean, you're really not going to be able to see this once it's all together in the car, but I think it looks nice.
Cool beans.
What do you think, Mr. Ricky?
Dude, it's looking so nice. Now with the carbon exposed now, man, so good. The brackets look dope too.
Well,
Too bad you can't see these, man. Or this.
You'll get like a little glimpse.
Oh,
of
really?
this
Okay,
through
good,
the bumper.
good.
You can see the bands on both sides.
Sick.
And you'll see a little bit of carbon through here.
The carbon's so nice.
It is, huh? It's so good.
Super cool. It's really cool that these things are custom made. Like you can actually pick whatever color you want here and the ink caps. It's really nice. So like, even the plate is carbon. I didn't realize that.
You can see a little bit of it. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell that it's carbon fiber from like back here. Like if you look real close.
Yeah, but you can see it. Wow, you guys got this thing perfectly center and level. It's just enough so when this thing is like at a car show or something, people's like, oh, wait a minute, like, you know, kind of like an Easter eggs that people will find.
Yeah.
That's exactly how they're gonna sound.
What? Boom, baby, we're done.
That's it. Let's drive her. Not yet. Almost.
Well, now you can't tell there's no engine because you can't look through there.
Yeah.
You just see it away.
We got no windows, do we? Special delivery. This has only been on the shelf for like 6 months.
We finally gonna put it in?
Finally gonna put it in. As always, you can't redo a car to this level and not replace the carpeting. I got red carpet for this car.
You did not.
Sheesh. What I like about these is they're already pre-molded. Oh wow.
But this is not pre-cut.
You know,
like
this
the
is the
trunk
trunk piece. Let's lay it out.
Oh, we should actually put that in.
Maybe. Oh, and we got sound editing too.
Hey, that's what I was wondering about.
Things coming together. It's no longer $300 worth.
Now, before we get the carpet into the 300ZX, we have a huge announcement. The entire throttle team is headed to Puerto Rico, baby.
Vamos para Puerto Rico! Let's go! We are actually gonna be in Prestige Performance, and we're gonna be there for 2 weeks. And if you guys remember our Sunoco Mustang build, Sunoco once again challenged us to build a car in Puerto Rico in just 10 days.
So this Fox body Mustang was taken from completely stock to what you see it is today. I think it took us, what, 7 days?
About 7
On
days.
the road. We built it at Jimmy Oak's shop with his whole crew. It was a ton of fun. And then you guys actually road tripped it
Put it for a test drive.
dude, it
We
was
drove the
such a
heck out of
fun
it.
from
Yeah.
Connecticut straight to Chicago and debuted it at the NASCAR street race. So Sunoco has challenged us yet again, but this time I think it's a little bit crazier. We are doing a drivetrain swap, we're doing a wide body kit,
Yep.
and a lot more in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
So it's an island. There's a lot of logistical stuff that we have to deal with.
Oh, and Jimmy's shop had like O'Reilly's at the end of the street.
Yeah.
Pretty set up.
So we'll see.
So we got 3 extra days to do double the amount of work, if not more than double.
Remember, we were supposed to wide body this too.
Yeah, and we did it.
This was supposed to get wide body. We even still have the flares for it.
This car was just so nice that we couldn't do
I
that.
couldn't
Well,
bring
the
this
car that we bought, which we already bought, we haven't seen it yet. Carlos from Prestige Performance checked it out. He gave us the green light. It's pretty nice, but it has some modifications on it. I don't think we'll think twice about cutting this one up.
Nah.
No.
I'm beyond stoked. The car culture, from what I've seen and what I've heard in Puerto Rico, is honestly second to none. And every single person I've talked to that have been there have had an absolute blast. It's gonna be so
It's
good.
gonna be a good time, man. I can't wait to get there. It's gonna be super fun. You get to meet my peoples. A bunch of Rickies running around.
So down.
So February 12th through February 26th, the entire Throttle team is gonna be in Puerto Rico. We bought a car, sight unseen.
Don't worry, we got a plan.
We have a plan.
got a
We have
plan.
a very clear plan, and if one thing doesn't happen to plan, it's going to be a lot of trouble. But I will say that what's inside that box is basically a car build.
That's a car build in a box.
In a box. And we have a lot of logistics to sort through, but we're really excited to be out in Puerto Rico. So for those of you guys who are watching this right now, if you're from Puerto Rico or you live there, we'd love to meet you guys. We have a meetup we're going to. We're going to be going to an event called the Racing Expo.
Yeah,
and
that's gonna be February 17 and 18. We're gonna be there the 17th. It's the biggest
our
auto show
equivalent.
in the island. Yeah.
So that's exciting that we're gonna be there during that. That
Yeah,
was not
right.
planned.
no,
It was not.
It's a coincidence.
Just like when we went to Jimmy Oaks' shop, we got a lot of work to do ahead of us. We got an awesome chassis that you guys are gonna absolutely love. Hint, you may have seen one on the channel previously. And we got an awesome drivetrain that's going in it as well.
Oh, that's a big surprise.
Did I
I'm
say
super
we're
excited
also
for
going to
that.
be wide bodying the car too? So we've
In
got
10
a big
days.
challenge.
Yeah.
This is going to be the biggest challenge I think yet. We've got all hands on deck. I'm hoping to get my hands dirty a little bit, and we are going to need all the help we can get. So as I mentioned, if you guys are watching this from Puerto Rico, we may need your help.
Yeah.
So please stay tuned. Stay tuned to our social media. Stay tuned to other YouTube episodes, and we are really, really, really excited to come to Puerto Rico. So we hope to see you guys there.
Another thing, if you guys can comment below, we want to go places, right? We want to go see where the boceteos are at. We want to go eat our traditional
Wait,
food.
hold on. What's a sateo? What is that?
Boceteos, like chucheros.
Boceteo. Chuchero.
It's
You wanna
a
hear
huge
it?
parking lot with a bunch of crazy Puerto Ricans with loud music, and they battle each other. We want to see that. If there's any car meets or any other car shows around the air during that time,
Or if
please
we
let
can
us
make
know.
one happen.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
even make one happen. So if there's nothing going on, let us know. We'll figure something out.
Yeah. Hit
And
us
then
up.
When we finish the car, we also want to show it off too. So we want to hear from you guys. We read the comment section, and yeah, we are very, very excited. This is going to be, I think, the craziest couple weeks.
I'm nervous, I'll be honest.
I'm excited.
I don't
I'm stoked, dude.
I'm
I cannot
excited.
wait.
You're excited.
A whole island full of Rickies, dude?
Yeah.
He's excited because he knows what to
Get
expect.
ready. Get ready.
No,
I'm
I've
excited.
never been to Puerto Rico.
I
You've
haven't.
never been to Puerto Rico.
I have no idea what to expect,
No
and
one
so
has.
I'm nervous.
It's gonna be great. It's
I'm
gonna be
sure
great.
it is.
It's gonna be great. You guys are gonna have a blast.
I heard that Puerto Ricans like rotary cars a lot.
You see one or two rotaries over there.
I hope we see some there, that's for sure. Some fast ones too.
You'd be surprised.
So that's going to conclude today's episode, including our huge announcement that we're headed to Puerto Rico in just a couple weeks' time. We hope to see some of you guys there, hope to meet up with you. Leave us some comments down below if you know of some events going on, as Ricky mentioned. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in today.
See
Peace
ya.
out.